Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Monday, May 11th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you with a new trading week coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and awfully warm here. We are in summertime. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, if you would, let me introduce myself to you. We do have a lot to talk about today. Got some news, got some charts to look at, 6 currency pairs to evaluate, and some trade plans. My name is William Guild. I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series and also the Friday Wrap-Up, which is done after the New York session. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, got on the Big Bird, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my career. Well, traders, I am still in Thailand, and I'm still trading Forex every single day. I'm listening to fundamentals, I'm looking at charts, I'm looking for opportunities and probabilities that are on my side to give me a high chance of winning my trade. And no, I do not win every trade, trust me. If somebody tells you they win all their trades, run quickly. They're not telling you the truth. All right, let's get to it. Let's get the risk disclaimer and the legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's move on to news and commentary. Let's take a look at the indices, how the indices closed on Friday after the New York close. The US 30 closed up positive 1.49%. Remember, Friday was NFP, non-farm payrolls, out of the States. The S&P 500 closed up 1.35%, and the NASDAQ closed up 1.17%, with the Russell 2000 up 0.60%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed positive 2.65%. The FTSE 100 closed 2.32%. And the CAC 40 closed at 2.48%. And the Eurostoxx 50 closed positive 2.62%. Wow, I guess they like the results of that election. All right. These countries are currently open and trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.27%, with the S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is positive 0.25%, and the Shanghai is up barely at 0.18%. The Hang Seng is positive at 0.42%, and the Kospi is positive at 0.84%. Let's take a look at today's news. As far as our calendar goes, we had some Aussie news come out. The NAB Business Confidence came out during the Asia session. Really no movement in the charts. And remember, in the London session, we have the Eurogroup meetings continue today. Late in the day, we have the pound with its official bank rate and asset purchase facility and MPC rate statement. That is during the London lunch. So keep an eye on that. That will surely give the markets a little jolt. We have nothing in the New York session for today. All right, let's talk about a little commentary. NFP came out on Friday. It came out at 223K. They were expecting 226K. And also, unemployment went from 5.4 to 5.3. Traders, I did have my charts open, and I was watching, and it's pretty interesting to see. I watch and trade 8 currency pairs on my screens all the time. Just the same 8. I trade the same 8 pairs. And it was pretty interesting how the market responded to this data. It took a long time for price to finally kick in. I'm sure it was over 5 minutes, close to 10 minutes, before price headed in the proper direction of the data that came out. And I'm sure the 3K difference, I'm sure that was within expectations for the NFP numbers. I mean, I think they're just glad they didn't get another 150 or something like that. And I think the big news was the unemployment coming down to 5.3%. I think that was a big boost for the U.S. dollar. And then eventually price started to move, and most of the pairs moved between 50 and 60 pips, and then retraced all the way back to where they started from. It's pretty funny how those pairs do that. And if you traded NFP, I hope you had some very good success. Traders, you do not have to trade news if you're not experienced in it and you don't know how to trade the news. Don't trade it. Just trade the way you trade, your technical or fundamental style of trading. But very interesting NFP Friday. Quite a lot of data came out at one time. That's another issue. There's like 7 pieces of data. Canada releases a bunch of data and the US releases a bunch of data all at the same time. And then you get prior, what happened prior, revisions. So quite a crazy day. All right, traders, enough of that. Let's move on to our 60-minute Forex charts. And we will start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar is in a downtrend, and it looks like it's resuming that downtrend. So we want this to pull back up to that 23.6 at 1.1232 and continue the down move. This will be the 3rd day that we've been in a down move. So we're just going to stay with the trend. I've never declared this a bullish pair. I've always said this has been bearish, and it continues to be bearish. We had a couple of up days last week. However, this pair is still bearish, and we want to trade this to the downside. I think if we get the pullback to the 23.6, the nice about the euro is it always usually gives you 2 opportunities to get in. And if we get down to about, that 1.1160 area, 1.1170, 75 area, somewhere in there, I think we should take profit and get the heck out and be very happy. Now, if price action is strong enough, price action might go right through the 200 exponential moving average. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. Well, to just stay in the trade, and you're looking for 1.1075, which, if you look left of the chart, is the next area of support. So that's the trade analysis on the euro. Let's head on over to the pound dollar. Traders, the pound. The pound is bullish, 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 bullish. I guess it's 3 weeks now. I've been saying that the pound has had a change of trend and is bullish. It's really in a good spot right now to take this to the upside. However, we are in the Asia session. The data's come out, and we really don't see any big movement, no changes here. So we want to see a bullish candlestick formation, and we can take this up. I'd like to take it up about 1.5448, somewhere in that area. Really, anywhere now you can enter this trade long if you wanted to and take this to the upside. But volatility in the market is very slow right now because we're in Asia. But we are bullish. We're looking for a bullish candlestick formation. I might even go down to a lower time frame. I trade the 1-hour chart. Maybe go down to a 30-minute or a 15-minute and just make sure that we have some sort of confirmation. We don't want this pulling back into the fib. Once it breaks, we want it to go. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar, a little tricky. This is still bearish. There is no doubt about it. The Aussie dollar is bearish, my friends. Don't make no mistake about that. This is a bearish pair. And we want to sell this. Now, the problem we have today is that price is above that 200 exponential moving average at 0.7900. And I put a trend line in there. And I want to get below that trend line. If we get below that trend line, we can enter this at 0.7867. And you say, wow, that's like, it's 30 pips that we're giving away. Well, you can enter the trade anytime you want to the downside. However, I'm pretty conservative on my trading, and I don't want this hanging out at the 200 exponential moving average. If you look left of the chart, this pair likes hanging out at that 200 exponential moving average and flipping, flopping around there. So I put that trend line in there to show that if it breaks that and closes below it, there's a good chance it's going to continue to the downside. It's not going to go back up to that 200 and just hang out and leave me stuck in a trade for hours and hours and hours when I really don't want to do that. I'd like to be in my trades no more than 3 hours and get out of it. All right, let's go take a look at the Euro Aussie. Again, this is a bearish pair. Same sort of situation here. The only difference here is that this is already below the 200 exponential moving average at 1.4119. This is a good sign. We just want this to break this trend line. I know it's only a two-touch trend line, but let's get through this and let's break that support area, and we can get in about 1.4081. I will just take this to the downside. If it breaks, if you look at where that trend line starts, if it breaks that price level, and that looks like that's at about 40.25. If it breaks that, we have a wide open space. There's nothing below there to get in our way, and we are heading to the downside. Looks like a really nice trade to me. All right, let's take a look at the euro-yen. Yeah, charts are a little, I think the charts are good today. I do. I think they're good, but it's going to take some work to get some price action. We need some price action to get these charts moving. The euro-yen, of course, is bearish. It's been bearish. Again, what do we have in the way? We have the 200 exponential moving average. So I want to get through that. If you look left of the chart, you can see that previous support area. So at 133.14 or below, I'll be more than happy to sell this and take this to the downside. I know you're saying, yeah, but the exponential moving average is at 133.56, and we're giving up 30 pips before we enter the trade. You can enter at right below, if you get it closed below the 200 exponential moving average, there is nothing wrong with that trade plan, and take it short. And I put my stop right above the previous high, above that 200 exponential moving average. Do not give it a lot of room, and don't risk a lot of equity in the trade. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. And remember, we have a lot. Well, we got the Euro Group meeting during the Euro session, and anything gets said that's crazy there could change the direction. All right, and the last pair of the day is the New Zealand dollar, which continues to be bearish. Really nice price action. I'm just looking for this to pull back up to this 23.6 fib at 0.7420, and we will take this short. This looks like a really nice trade. Let's just hope that price action cooperates with us, and we can do it. If it breaks the fib to the short side, and we get a retest, it looks like that 73.95 area. We could also short it there also. We're in a wide open space if this breaks this. If we get this trade and it works, we really could make some pips on this New Zealand dollar. Because if you look left of the chart, if you expand this chart out, this is a beautiful trade, and we're in a wide open space. There's nothing in the way to give us any kind of complications. All right, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on Mother's Day in the United States. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And the beginning of a brand new trading week. I think the Swiss are on a bank holiday today. That should not affect our trading that much, if at all. Traders, have a great trading day, and we will see you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care, traders, and have a great day. Bye-bye.